Hello, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video where today I'm going to be talking about the new specialist character called Blackjack. And Blackjack is actually the character in the black market. He is the black market dealer, and you can play as him, which I think is pretty cool. Now, I know this is a little bit old news. I mean, we've already seen Blackjack gameplay. We can already use him in-game. You guys probably already know everything about him, but I'm just going to kind of go over a little bit about Blackjack, and then I'll probably put out my thoughts at the end of this video. So Blackjack, he is the black market dealer. You can play as him now. His specialist weapon, that category is pretty much called Rogue, and you can actually take enemy specialist weapons away from him. So first you have to get 5 kills with the Blackjack, and once you get 5 kills, that 5th kill, if that person has a specialist weapon, you take that specialist weapon away from them, or they don't take it, you don't really take it away from them, they still have it, but you pretty much copy it and take it as your own, and then you can use that specialist weapon, whatever it might be. And then if you haven't used that weapon right away and you kill someone else in that same life, you actually take their specialist weapon as well, so you can actually choose which specialist weapon you want. So let's say that 5th kill you get, you kill a guy who has the Reaper, right? Or Ripper, I mean, and which is basically like the melee type of specialist weapon. And then you kill someone else who has a Purifier. Now, you already equipped, you have the Ripper, but you can actually press left on the D-pad and flip and like change it to where you want the Purifier instead. You can only do this once in the lifetime, and once you kill someone else, you're not going to be able to get their specialist weapon. You can only change it once in that life, and then once you change it, you can use it. So I think it's pretty cool. Like if there's a specialist, if you have like if you copied 2 specialist weapons, you can actually choose whether one you want, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's awesome how, depending who you kill, you get their specialist weapon, which I think is actually really cool. I think that's awesome. I think that's a really cool feature they added to the Blackjack dude that you can play as. And his specialist ability, what's his specialist ability? Well, it's like the same thing as the specialist weapon. You don't take it from enemies though. You actually have to charge up your specialist ability, and it's basically a random chance. So your specialist ability is called Gambler, and what happens is that once you fill up the meter for the specialist ability, it'll actually just choose a random specialist ability out of all the 9 characters. It could either be combat focus, it could be vision pulse, or it could be psychosis. It could be any of those. The cool thing about psychosis though, since Blackjack is a different character than Reaper because he's not technically fully a robot, when you use psychosis on Blackjack, it actually copies himself. It doesn't show the robot, so I think it's pretty cool how you see copies of the Blackjack instead of Reaper. I don't know. I just had to throw that out there. I mean, nothing super special. I just think it's cool. But yeah, Gambler, it's just a random specialist ability every time you charge it up, and you can, like, once you do charge up your specialist ability, you have a chance to press left on the D-pad to where you can flip it. And what happens when you flip it is that it will pick a different specialist ability in the case you didn't like the one you already had. So I think it's pretty cool. I think this specialist weapon ability idea they put on Blackjack was a brilliant idea, and it's actually really fun to use, and not to mention it's kind of powerful. Honestly, I think Blackjack is very powerful, which is why you can only play an hour of game time from, like, I think every day you get a different contract in your black market, and I've already completed all the contracts once so far, so I'm working on the second set of contracts right now. And to get Blackjack, you have to complete, you get like, there's technically 4 contracts, but I've already completed the first contract, which is 75 wins. 2 of the 3 contracts that you have to complete to actually earn a token to actually use Blackjack, and you can save up those tokens in case you're trying to work on other specialist guys and you don't have to use Blackjack right away. You could actually just save that token and like probably add up those tokens as well, and then like use Blackjack multiple times in a row, I guess. But yeah, you can only use them as an hour of game time. Once you complete those 2 challenges, you get that token to where you can unlock Blackjack, and you can play as him for only an hour of game time. And I think an hour is pretty good, honestly, because Blackjack, I've only played a couple games with him so far. I probably have like 30 minutes left of game time, and he is actually really powerful. The specialist ability isn't super powerful though, but using the specialist weapon part, which is called Rogue, and stealing enemy specialist weapons, I find that to be very, very, very powerful, because there isn't a meter to where you have to fill up a meter to earn your specialist weapon. Because when I run gravity spikes in a multiplayer match, I usually only get about maybe 2 to 3 times, but when I use Blackjack, and since I'm a pretty decent player, you only need 5 kills to actually get a specialist weapon. So if I get 20 kills in a match, I'll pretty much get like 4 different specialist weapons in that same match. And like some people go 75 kills in the match, so you're probably able, whatever 75 divided by 5 is, I can't do the math right now, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 15 times. So you can pretty much get, so if you get 75 kills in the match, that's pretty much equivalent to, I don't know, 75, you can get 15 specialist weapons. Well, that's a little inaccurate, because when you get a specialist weapon, you're technically gonna get kills with that weapon too, but I don't know. And besides the point, but what, like, that's my thoughts on Blackjack. I think Blackjack is an awesome addition to Black Ops 3. I think it's nice how we have a new specialist character we can only use for a little bit, sadly, but I think it's pretty balanced, because the rogue part, where you can take enemy specialist weapons, I think is pretty powerful. I think it's pretty powerful, and it's really fun to use, honestly. Like, when you run around with using rogue, honestly, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun taking other people's specialist weapons and knowing and just waiting to see what your next specialist weapon's going to be. It just kind of makes your play style play a little bit differently too. I don't know. I think it's awesome. This is something that I think is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the campaign, to where you can actually switch different specialist abilities at like any given time, really. And it just kind of reminds me of that in the campaign. And it's just, I don't know, I think it's really cool. I think it's cool how you can just a random chance of different weapons or even abilities, depending which one you run. But yeah, Blackjack, I think it's an awesome character to use. I mean, you can only play an hour game time, I think, every day. I'm pretty sure it's every day. I could be wrong about that. I heard it was every week, but I mean, I've only used Blackjack once so far, and I still haven't used up all the game time yet. But, and another thing is that in the contracts, I have new contracts this next upcoming day, and I'm pretty sure I can get another token for using him. So I think you can only use him in pretty much an hour a day, honestly, because you get new contracts, I think, every day. I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong about that. I don't know. But yeah, I think Blackjack's awesome. What do you guys think? I would really like to know your thoughts down in the comment section, because I love reading comments, and I get very few comments every day. Like, I probably get an average about 1 or 2 comments every day, which sucks, because I love reading comments. I love seeing feedback on my channel, so I appreciate it if you guys would say anything down below in the comment section other than me wanting to sub to you and check out your channel, because this video will probably get spam like that, and they probably will never even reach this part of the video. They probably won't reach 5 seconds in the video, because they don't care about my videos when they put those comments in there. But anyway, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating for whatever you guys feel this video deserves, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Call of Duty content and whatever other games I probably post on my channel in the near future. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and I shall catch you guys later.